So I'm coming on here making this video really early because I wanted to wait and see what the status was going to be as far as by the time I would have gone ahead and made this video. Now, if y'all check my community tab, I said that I was going to be out of town from a particular date to a particular date, and I'm actually recording this on April 3rd, and I'm going to put it out there. So I don't know what the status is going to be by the time this video gets uploaded, but I'm going to try to put it out there ahead of time. So if something comes of this, and I hope that it doesn't, then, of course, I won't be able to put an update out there until after I get back. But it just came out that rapper slash actor DMX is currently in the hospital right now in grave condition due to a drug overdose. And, it's sad and scary at the same time. It's sad because it's not like DMX just started to fall into the world of drug usage. He's been battling this for like the last decade, almost 2 decades. And it's sad because, he's such a talented rapper. Like, he's a part of my childhood. Like, I remember when he first came out, like in maybe what's it, like the late 90s or early 2000s. And I was like, this guy is probably one of the most aggressive hip hop artists I've ever heard spit into the mic. Like, for real, I've always said that whenever a DMX song comes on, at least his mainstream songs are the ones that we really know him for, it always makes you want to fight. Like, I've always said that. And I've always said that DMX also has some of the best workout music. Like, if you're trying to get through some cardio, turn a DMX track on, or a few of them, and I'm telling you that cardio is going to go so much faster, or it's going to push you to really get through your workout. Someone has sent me the article about this, and one thing I responded to them with is I've always felt like ever since the passing of Aaliyah, because they were really close. I always felt ever since her passing, ever since her death, her untimely death back in 2001. It's crazy. It'll be 20 years in August. It's crazy. That he was never the same. I always felt that because I always felt like when she was alive, he was more healthy. Like he was more, aware and everything like that. And it's just for some reason after her passing, not immediately after, but a couple years after, something just happened. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. And even if I am, that's just my own observation. But it's just, sad and unfortunate what's going on with him, because like they tried to give this man help for so many years. Like they sent him to all kinds of therapists. I think he was on Ayanla Fix My Life. She couldn't help him. He went to different kind of therapy shows, like those celebrity therapy shows and everything like that. They couldn't help him. So this is something that it's so deep rooted into himself that even others could not help him. Like it's gotten to that point, and now he's in the position that he's in, and it's not looking good right now. Whenever they say grave condition or critical condition, that's never a good thing. And then he overdosed as well. And it's crazy because the last time we've, heard of a major star overdosing like that, well, it may have been something before, but the one that comes to mind is definitely Whitney Houston. She was, unfortunately another talented person who succumbed to the life of drug usage, and she was using for a long time too, even to the point where people didn't even know she was using. But everyone knew of DMX's drug abuse in his drug history. But I think what makes it sad is the fact that, especially for myself, being that he's a part of my childhood, my upbringing, and then you see them fall like this, and it's not that they didn't get the help that they needed. It's the fact that unfortunately in his situation, it seems to me he rejected a lot of the help that he could have had. Like people tried to help him, so they can't really say that no one tried. They did. It's just that those demons are getting the best of him, and it's just really unfortunate. Now, I did not to switch gears, but to switch gears just a little bit. If y'all didn't know, a couple weeks ago, the autopsy report came out for Bobby Brown's son. I think it was his oldest son, who passed back in November of last year. And his son died of a fentanyl, I think it was a fentanyl overdose. Yeah, so his son was using. It's crazy, it's like a curse going around Bobby Brown's family. Because, first Whitney, then his daughter Bobby Christina, and now his son, and all of them died from drug overdoses. It's crazy, you know, how all of that just happens. It's almost like his family curse is about to rival the Kennedys. But that's unfortunate as well. I didn't bring myself to actually do a video about it, but I'm mentioning it right now because of the subject matter. But you know, I hope that DMX pulls through this. But right now it's not looking too good. But if there is a shot or a chance that he does, then hopefully this will be the pinnacle wake-up call that he needs. Because some people don't realize what's going on with them until it's too late. You know, it's unfortunate. I remember when my uncle passed away last year, you know, he had found out he had cancer. He had lung cancer and liver cancer because he was a smoker. So he had 2 forms of cancer on 2 vital organs in his body. And, you know, I think they offered him chemotherapy, but he never went. Like, he actually, you know, just decided to practically, in his own way, give up on life. And then in July of last year, the cancer got the best of him and took him out. But, you know, I can't tell him how many times in this video I'm gonna say it's unfortunate, but it just is. It just is. Because, like I said, as someone who is now 31 going on 32 in a little over a month, well, almost a month, it's sad when you see people that are a huge part of your life, even if it's someone like DMX, just go out like that. Not by natural causes or, dying of old age, but because of substance abuse. Now, I know I get on here and I talk about PC in their drug abuse and, in their with the opioid plague and everything like that. And I only do that because of that's my way of getting back at how they treated our people when it came to the crack era. That's the only reason why I really do it like that. And because I know mainstream media is not going to talk about their addictions. So to any PC out there that's coming out and saying, oh, why are you being so sympathetic? Is it because he's black? And why you pulling out, oh, why are you being reverse racist? Shut up. It's not about you. It's really never really been about you. For those that are trolling and out there listening, or for those of you who are subscribed to me and never knew why I went in the way I did about the opioid plague and still in my own way kind of do, that's the reason why. Because this is my way of getting back at them for how they treated black people during the crack era back in the 80s and early 90s and how it completely decimated the black community at large. They didn't get help. They didn't get assistance. They didn't go to rehab or go to quote unquote safe injection sites like they have for PC nowadays. So I used all of that and fueled it into my commentaries when it came to that topic. And that's why, that's the true and honest reason why I did that. I feel like I explained that before, but here's a refresher for those who are not in the know. But back to the subject at hand, I hope that DMX pulls through. Prayers up for his family. They're probably, going through it right now. They're probably worried sick about what, his condition is, even though they say grave condition. Like I said, when you hear grave or critical, those are 2 things you don't want to hear. You want to hear something like stable. And because when they say stable, that means that, okay, they pulled him back in and he's on the road to recovery. So let's hope that this is the case, for him. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you have not done so already. Make sure that you text the number that is pinned down in the comments below so you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video or go live.